You've got two former teachers, so it should be okay for you. Yes, reproject. Okay, so to begin, I've got to watch the time here. Let me set my timer. I found this article in Lion's Roar. It's called "Spiritual Friendship is the Path." And let me see here. Stopwatch. Start. There we go. Okay. So this article begins. One day, Ananda and the Buddha were sitting alone on a hill together overlooking the plains of the Ganges. Having served as the Buddha's attendant for many years, Ananda often shared his reflections and insights with him. This afternoon, Ananda spoke. "Dear respected teacher," Ananda said, "it seems to me that half of the spiritual life is good friendship, good companionship, good comradeship." I imagine that Ananda said this with some level of confidence for praising the merits of spiritual friendship. But the Buddha quickly corrected him. "Not so, Ananda, not so, Ananda." Ouch. You got the whack. Remember the whack? Yeah, you got the whack. Probably Ananda wasn't expecting such a stern rebuke, but the Buddha was offering a powerful teaching. He continued, "This is the entire spiritual life, Ananda. That is, good friendship, good companionship, good comradeship. When a monk has a good friend, a good companion, a good comrade, it is to be expected that he will develop and cultivate the noble eightfold path." Okay? Right, understanding right, etc. Okay, that's the noble eightfold path. Where did Rocolina go? What? Oh, anyway, never mind. Some of early Buddhism's most powerful teachings resulted from when someone, often poor Ananda, stuck their neck out only to be corrected or admonished by the Buddha. In this case, the Buddha skillfully removed Ananda's idea that the Sangha and the Dharma are separate. One is not half of the other. The Sangha is not merely helpful in realizing the path. The Sangha is the path. Spiritual friendship is the path. The practice of Sangha building may be considered one long story of spiritual friendship. Strong communities depend on the personal relationships between its members, like a quilt that is woven together of various threads and seams. By strengthening each individual friendship, we strengthen the entire fabric. For anyone who wants to build a happy and thriving Sangha, the key is growing beloved friendships. And can you imagine a Sangha? Oh, there she is. Can you imagine a Sangha where people didn't like each other? I mean, that would be impossible to have a group function at all. Yeah, think about that. So, next the article goes on to describe Kalyana Mitra, which is a Sanskrit term meaning spiritual friend. Kalyana may be translated as good, true, virtuous, upright, or beneficial. And Mitra is the root word for Maitri, which means kindness. A Kalyana Mitra is not just any pal you hang out with to hit the clubs or go bar hopping. A Kalyana Mitra is someone who helps you realize your deeper aspirations. One who uplifts your path to a higher level of ethical and spiritual well-being. In comparison, the word friendship stems from Old English freyon, meaning to love, and freo, meaning free. So at its roots, friendship means to love freely. Thus, both words point to a selfless kindness towards others. I like it. So, many people presented with so many teachings praising the practice of meditation and solitude think Buddhism is a practice for loners. But the Buddha's encouragements to practice in solitude were balanced with an ardent emphasis on cultivating worthy friendships. his teaching career, the Buddha spoke again and again about the pivotal importance of Kalyana Mitras in order to succeed in one's practice, stating that there is no other factor so conducive to the arising of the Noble Eightfold Path as good friendship. Just as the dawn is the forerunner of the sunrise, so good friendship is the forerunner for the arising of the Noble Eightfold Path, the Buddha stated. The Discourse on Happiness, which extols 32 blessings of a happy life, begins with, to avoid foolish persons. That's hard to do. And to
to avoid myself.
Yes. Hello. To avoid foolish persons and to live in the company of wise people. This is the greatest happiness. I agree. Yes. So, and then the author goes on to describe the Sangha solar system. Okay. All right. So, now, while living at Deer Park Monastery in California, I once overheard a retreatant asking Te Phat Dung, the abbot and one of Thich Nhat Hanh's most senior Dharma teachers, how to build a Sangha in his hometown. Phat Dung replied, the most important thing is the core friendships you create together. The Phat Dung likened the Sangha to a solar system, in which core friendships are the bright sun at the center. Those core friendships radiate warmth, light, and gravitational pull for others to orbit around. Some people will be drawn to the sun's center, beaming bright with kindness and affection. Some orbit very closely, like Mercury and Venus, while others will come less regularly, like Saturn or Neptune. Still others, like Pluto or Halley's Comet, may visit your Sangha only once in a long while, but they will all feel the magnetic draw and nourishment of the sun's strength, warmth, and light. Everybody is included. There's no separation, no matter how often you come. And I like that. So, in The Art of Friendship, he talks about some young adult sanghas have some creative and sophisticated means of friendship. I have spent some time, for example, with Wake Up London, a young adult sangha that masterfully combines practice with the art of play, joy, and service. So he goes on to describe that after they're sitting, they'll go out for pizza or a movie or just go play somewhere. And once or twice a year, he talks about how they organize skits and a music concert or any creative offerings. And during the Sangha, they went camping together and spent time together, not merely to get ahead in their practice, but because they liked it and they liked each other. And that was really when I proposed the idea of having a bag lunch together. That was my main idea, was to get together outside of sitting together and have time to socialize and get to know each other on an informal basis. And I'd like to encourage everyone to come to these things at Ellen's lovely home. She's got a lovely home with lots of space. And as a reminder, they're the last Thursday of every month. We'll have another one at the end of August. There'll be a reminder going out about that. So, in just about closing here, having profound exchanges through meditation and Dharma sharing circles is important. Yet that's only one dimension of friendship building. To see the full sphere of someone's world requires different types of conversations, socially engaged projects, and some good old hangout time. Especially after steeping in meditation together, the atmosphere is ripe for meaningful connection and joyful service. So that is exactly 9 minutes and 31 seconds. Yes. And in closing, I'm just got to say, I'm so excited about Kamala Harris. Talk about a spiritual friend. During a rally, some heckler, she said, if you've got something to say to me, say it to my face. And she's my girl. All right, so I'm going to turn it over to Kristen. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Take it away, Kristen.
I'll steal the toy.
And you steal that toy.
There's also a wonderful photo